The Dallas Cowboys right now are a 6-point home underdog to a Seattle in NFL Week 8. Tony Romo will be back soon, but not this week. Des Bryant may be back, might not be back, and we are going to analyze this game with Joe Duffy from offshoreinsiders.com. 17-3 against the spread over his last 20 football picks. I'm Peter Loshak. You're watching SBR Videos. Joe Duffy, Dallas will be a different team when Bryant and Romo are fully back. Seattle, they got a good win last week, but it did come against San Francisco, so I'm not sure if we can, pen them in as being definitely back with the strong defense and strong running game, although Marshawn Lynch looked great and the defense also looked great. I don't know. My sense is that with all the problems Dallas is having, they do still have a strong team in the trenches, a good defense. My sense is 6 is a little bit too much, and I would lean Dallas +6, but I'm not sure if I like that enough to bet it. I bet Dallas last week, and that was a loser, but they probably should have. They probably were the right side in that one. They had a lot of second half turnovers that screwed them in that game. Dallas +6 at home. What do you think about that bet, Joe?
I would have to disagree with you there, Peter. Obviously, every single big-time gambler is going to be watching the Dallas Cowboy practice reports. Whether or not Des Bryant plays is very big. Of course, regardless of whether he plays, Matt White Castle isn't exactly the type of quarterback that's going to get him the ball. But, they can run some bubble screens and maybe a reverse to try to get the ball in his hands, especially if he is close to being 100% healthy. But at the end of the day, look, the Cowboys are awful without Romo. I do think that, Castle is the second best quarterback on their team. He's certainly better than Brandon Weeden, but he's clearly not a very good quarterback. Seattle, look, I think they're much better than their record says. They're only, they're 5 teams undefeated in the NFL, and 3 of Seattle's 4 losses were to one of those undefeated teams. And they did show against San Francisco. They can certainly beat up on teams the Cowboys' caliber, because the Cowboys, look, without Romo, are certainly not among the elite, and without, if they don't have Bryant as well, they're just an absolutely awful team. I think Greg Hardy's becoming a little bit more of a circus.
Yeah.
Lynch and Rawls, maybe the Marshawn Lynch injury could be a little bit of a blessing in disguise long term, because they now have an incredible 1-2 punch where they can wear that Dallas defense down. I think obviously if Bryant plays, the line should drop about 1.5 points, but I think Seattle is certainly the play here.
So Dallas is 1-5 against spread on the year, although Seattle's just 2-4-1 ATS themselves. But again, Lynch looked great last game, and the defense looked like it might be back fully now. So do you want to go official with this? Seattle -6, big road favorite line here, Joe.
I do, but honestly, I think, the fact that some reports are saying that Bryant could play, I think the line might go down, so I'd probably wait a little bit before I bet on this, because, if Bryant does play, it's certainly going to go down, and I also think Jimmy Graham's got the upside. But yes, if you want to lock me in the 6 right now, I will still make it an official play.
All right, there you go. Joe Duffy with some balls, willing to go official with Seattle, giving 6 points on the road at Dallas in Week 8. Joe Duffy obviously knows what the hell he's doing here. 17-3 against the spread over his last 20 football plays. Joe Duffy, tell us a little bit more about that.
And we're hot in all sports, actually. But 17-3. Had all 10 college football plays last week. Going back further, I'm 17-4 with my last 21 college football plays. And only 10 of those, I said, are overlapping in that 17-3 football run. But anyway, visit offshoreinsiders.com, because, look, the systems are rigged in your favor at offshoreinsiders.com. Check the menu. It'll tell you exactly what we've got up.
Okay, sounds great, Joe. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Peter.